Be open at the knees. Don't lock the knee joint. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart center, the prayer position, and we'll work with the breath, extending, deepening the breath. You can close your eyes for a moment. And with eyes open, let's take the hands through the center line, reaching upwards. And then arms come back down. And we can take both shoulders, just kind of scrunch them up towards the ears, hold for a sec. And then back down again. We'll start the joint rotations, head and neck first. So gentle head roll to loosen the neck. Easing head to center, reverse the direction. Returning, head to the front. And then to get more of a stretch in the neck, tip the chin downwards, turn the head, look over the shoulder. Hold and breathe. Return head to the front. Look over the other shoulder. And returning head to the front. Fuller shoulders. We'll roll shoulders towards the ears. And then right back down. We'll reach forward with the arms. Stretch them to the side. Reach behind you and back to the front. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And one more. Next, palms face up, comes in, behind you, to the side, roll over the arms, back to the front, and repeat. And one more. Next, the elbows. So just circling the arms, feeling the elbow joints. We'll reverse the direction. Next, we can just work with the wrist, turning the hands, feeling the wrist joints. And then making fists with the hands, go the other way. Then you want to open hands, shake them sideways. Feeling the joints and the fingers. Little up-down motion. And then more of a rotation. Shake those arms out. And arms back down. We'll go to the hips. So feet just a touch wider. You're going to guide the hips in a circle. Back to center and reversing the direction of the circle. Back to center. We'll bring the feet a bit closer together again. And we'll take the hands, we'll put them over the knee joints. So just taking the knees in a circle. To center, reverse the direction of that circle. Back to center. Stand tall again. Next, the ankle joints. So I shift the weight. I can keep the ball of the foot on the floor for a moment, or I can lift the whole foot off the ground as I move at the ankle joint. Reverse the direction. I return that foot to the floor. Shifting weight. Again, nice, tall, elongated spine. Take a moment. And then work with the other side. You want to reverse the direction. Return that foot to the floor, and you can come back to your mountain pose. Return the hand right back to the heart center. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And next, let's interlace the fingers of the hands. Press the palms forward. We'll hold the stretch. We'll breathe into any tightness. Next, extending arms above the head, best you can. We'll undo the hands, arms come back down. And then next, behind the back, interlace fingers, straight arms, lift the arms off the back. Kind of tuck the tailbone, soften the knees, maybe bend the knees a little bit. Again, breathing into any tightness. Releasing the arms back down. Arms by the side. And then next, let's take the hands and we'll support the lower back. Fingertips are downwards. You're going to bend both knees. A feeling of pressing pelvis forward. You can keep the chin tucked down like that. But if everything feels nice with the head and neck, you can also open and let the head rest on the shoulders. I'm going to tuck head in, chin in. I'm going to come upright, and I'm going to fold forward into a forward bend. As I go forward, I can let the hands slide down the legs, top of the head towards the mat. Let your arms loose. Feel the stretch. Bending the knees, rolling up to standing. And then from here, we can take the wide leg stance. Toes would be directed forward. And we're going to do a wide leg forward bend. So I want to grow tall. I want to engage the abs as I bow forward. Hip thigh joint. About halfway down, drop the hands to the floor in front of you. Let the head come down a little bit. You're going to come up part way. Leave one hand on the floor. Take the other arm open towards the ceiling. So you get a twist through the torso. Hold and breathe. Releasing that top arm, bring it to the floor in front of you. Other arm, opening towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe. And releasing the arm, both hands again touching the floor in front of you. One last press the sit bones towards the back. Feel the stretch. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Coming up, nice and slow, straight back. Okay. And now from the wide leg stance, we'll pick up proud warrior. I'm going to use the foot pointed this direction. I'll rotate it out. Back foot, 45 degrees. Comes in a bit. Again, really feel the connection with the earth. Arms to the T position. Front leg is bent. But notice my upper body straight up and down. I can look out over the front fingertips. Let's take the arms, roll the palms facing the ceiling. Again, hold and breathe. Take hands, roll the palms back down again. Let's drop the back hand to the back leg, front hand pointing upwards towards the ceiling. Feel the opening on the front of the body. Returning to proud warrior. Releasing, let the arms float down. Straighten front leg. Both feet to the front. And what we'll do here is we'll take the hands to the heart center, prayer, tuck the tailbone, sink slightly. So it's like you're sitting on a nice fat horse, building strength through the legs. When we release, arms go upwards through the center line, and arms float back down. Okay, we'll set up proud warrior opposite direction. So think feet first. They're your foundation. Powerful legs, arms and T, front leg is bent. Making any little adjustments, feel comfortable. And relax the shoulders away from the ears, stretch those arms out. Rotate palms upwards, holding that for a moment, breathing. Rotate palms downwards again. Drop back hand to the back leg, front hand upwards towards the ceiling, opening the front of the body. And returning to proud warrior, arms extended. Let those arms relax downwards. Straighten front leg. Both feet to the front. And walk or step back in to a mountain pose. Resting pose, hands in prayer. Nice full deep breaths in and out. Okay, from this posture, we'll do a side stretch. So we'll take one arm, we'll let it extend above the head. We'll take the other arm and we'll just rest on the side of the leg. Feel a stretch on the side of the body. Maybe the hip, the rib cage, or the shoulder. Breathe into it. Releasing by coming upright. Let that arm float down. Other one comes upwards. Stretching up, maybe a little over the head. Stretching the opposite side. And again, coming upright, arm floats back down. And then next we'll work with the triangle pose. For the triangle pose, go ahead and start from the wide leg stance. Front foot's going to rotate that way, straight ahead, back foot in, about 45 degrees here. Nice powerful legs, straight legs, arms in the T position, and then you're reaching forward over the front foot, and then you're going to drop that hand resting lightly on the leg. Other arm, stack it over the bottom arm. Both hands facing forward. With the head, you can look straight ahead, or eventually you're going to turn the head, look up towards the ceiling. Let's take that top arm now, if you wish. This is another modification. Rotate it so palm is down. Let the top arm float back towards your ear. Pause and breathe. You don't want to force anything. Extend it upwards again, returning to just the regular triangle. And then we'll come upwards. Stretched out like a starfish. And then arms float back down. From here, both feet will face forward for a moment. We'll bring the hands to prayer. We'll tuck the tailbone. And again, you're sitting slightly, feeling strength throughout the lower body. Nice elongated spine. As we come out, straighten legs and hands through the center. Reaching up. And arms come back down. Okay, so before we go to the opposite side, let's add in a wide leg forward bend with the chest opener. So that means hands behind the back, interlace fingers, straight arms, grow tall, engage the abs, bow forward. About halfway down, head directed downwards, lift the arms off the back, and breathe. Releasing the arms to the back, hands to the hips, easing upwards, straight back. Good. All right. Now we can go ahead and work the other side, working the triangle pose. So again, think feet first, front foot rotated that direction, back foot 45 degrees, kind of pressing out through the heel. Arms in the T position, reach forward and then down. Feeling like somebody's grabbing my top hand and kind of pulling it upwards. The next version, if you want, is rotating top arm, palm is down, letting the arm sink towards the ear. Extend that arm upwards again. Pretty profound stretch there, so don't force anything. And then let's go ahead and come up with the upper body. And arms back down by the side. Feet to the front. And coming back to that mountain pose. So we can take a rest here. Hands in prayer. And as we release the hands, we'll take them through the center, reaching upwards. As they come down, just imagine all this good energy all around you. Okay, very good. Let me see. Let's go ahead and do some stuff using the back of a chair or maybe at the wall. And what I'm thinking of is that downward dog at the wall. So we'll give that a chance here. I'm going to bring my chair a little closer in. This is a nice height. If you have a countertop, that will work, or the wall will work too. And we'll stand facing the object. We'll just place the hands lightly on there. And then we'll back the feet up. And we'll lower the head in between the elbows. Feel the lengthen back. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Hold and breathe. To ease out, bending the knees, and then walking forward again. Slowly coming upright again. All right. Now I want to do one that stretches the calf muscle. So what I'll do is I'll shift the weight. I'll step one leg behind me, but I keep the foot straight. I'll adjust the front leg a little bit forward, and I'll press through that back heel, feeling the stretch in the calf muscles. And let's release. We'll soften the knee, step it forward. Again, you can return to a mountain pose. And then we have the other side. So shifting weight, opposite foot behind you. Adjust the front leg a little forward. Feeling the stretch in the back calf. And we'll release this side too. So soften knee, just stepping it forward. Return to a nice mountain pose. From here, I'd like to repeat the downward dog at the wall or at the chair. So that means, again, we're going to be backing up. We're going to lower the head in between the elbows. Feeling the stretch. And then releasing, softening knees, walking back towards the chair again, coming upright. And I'm going to turn so I can view you, but you can just stand so you have a hand on a chair or on a wall. Because the next stretch is going to take some balance effort. So what I want to try to do is shift the weight to one foot. Other one, I'm going to bend at the knee, and I'm going to try to grab onto the foot or the pant leg, drawing the knees so they're relatively close to each other. You're feeling the stretch on the quadriceps, the front of the thigh. If you need more stretch, sending that foot into your back hand. And now releasing, I'll bring the knees again so they're near each other. I'll return that foot to the floor. And I'm going to move my prop here so it's just on the other side. Okay, so I got one hand that can steady me. I can shift weight. Opposite side, I'm going to bend the knee. See if I can grab on. Stretching the quadriceps. I'll ease back to center here. Knees are near each other. I can return the foot to the floor. Okay, so taking a bit of a rest here. I want to next see if I can do a tree pose. So again, that is a balance pose. So you need a hand near a wall or a chair. You're going to shift the leg to your standing leg, your weight. Other foot, you can have it so it's touching the floor. You want to move the knee so it's opened outwards. And then you want to see if you can place the chair or the bottom of the foot right on the calf muscle. And kind of just feel that for a moment. If everything's going good on the lower body, you can have hands in prayer. Or you can just leave one hand near the chair. Remember to breathe. To come out, I'm going to slowly return the foot to the floor with control, and then I can put weight on it. So again, that takes some time to come out of and in a posture, being slow and controlled. So don't worry. I'll bring the hands back down, and then I'm going to work the other side. So for me, it's just easier to move my chair over here. So it's good. Mountain pose. Shift the weight. Here's my standing leg. Other leg, I'm slowly getting it ready. So I can rotate the knee out. I can place the bottom of the foot right on the calf, the inside of the calf, opening here at the hip. If everything's good with the lower body, you can think about bringing your hands to the prayer position. And you're thinking, I want to come out, but with control. So slowly, again, I'm going to return that foot to the floor, and then I'll put weight on it. Breathe. And then we'll take those hands upwards to the center, and then arms come back down. All right, going good. If your chair's in the way, you can move that out of the way. And let's come all the way back down to the floor next. So we're going to sit. We're going to have our legs extended out in front. And just taking a moment, get used to the position on the floor. You can shake the legs out a little bit if you want. And then from there, you're going to sit a little bit more upright, a little more forward on the sit bones. Press those feet forward, draw the toes in, hands right underneath the shoulders, stretching the top of the heads upwards. Okay, from our staff pose, let's do the one that opens and closes the hip. So you bend a leg, you support knee, you support the foot, and it's just rocking it back and forth. And we'll come to center. We'll sit really tall. See if you can draw it a little bit closer in towards you, if it will go, not forcing anything. And breathing into any tightness. And then we'll go ahead and release. We'll bring this foot back to the floor. But while we're still here, let's do the spinal twist. So I'll take this foot, I'll cross it over the extended leg. I'll take the opposite arm as the bent knee. I'll reach it forward, and then I'll wrap it around. Other hand on the floor behind you. Sit, pull in the belly. Look towards the floor behind you. Release belly and breathe. And slowly releasing the twist by facing forward again. We'll take the bent leg, we'll cross it over, we'll stretch it out straight. We'll work with the other side. Supporting foot, supporting the knee, taking it back and forth. And then you're going to pause right in the center. See if you can cradle the leg a little bit closer in. Breathing into any tightness. And then we'll release this side too. We'll bring the foot back to the floor. To be nice and tall, we'll cross the leg over. We'll set up for the spinal twist, opposite side. So I'm going to reach forward, wrap it around, pull in the belly, and release the belly. And releasing the twist, facing forward again. You can uncross the leg. And then let's go ahead and get in the tabletop position. So I'm going to scoot so that I can be on my hands and knees. I'm going to bring the hands so they're underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. Knees underneath the hips. We'll do the cat and the camel. So arching the back, looking upwards, feeling the stretch. Back to neutral. Round the back, look towards the knees. And back to neutral. Repeat, arching the back, looking upwards. Back to neutral. Round the back, look towards the knees. And back to neutral. Okay, from tabletop, let's shift the weight. We'll bring one knee towards the chin. So it'll look like this. I'm making knee towards the chin. I'm extending that leg out behind me. And bring it right back towards my chin. And extend out behind me. And let's just bring that leg to the floor again. Back to a tabletop position. Other side, shift weight. Other knee, you're going to bring it towards your chin. You're going to stretch it out behind you. Bring in towards your chin and out behind you. And again, bring it to the floor. Back to tabletop. Curl under the toes of the feet. Walk the hands forward to extended child's pose. Feeling the stretch in between the shoulder blades. And we'll ease back up. We'll return to the tabletop for a moment. We'll undo the feet. You can just turn at the ankles a couple times. Relax the feet. And you're going to turn the body. So you're sitting again. And now you're going to get in that position so that you can roll back on your back. So I'll scoot down. I'll slowly come down. Feel the back on the floor. Get settled. And then bringing the knees in towards the chest, hugging them in. Bringing your chin downwards. You can stay right in the center, or you can try rocking back and forth a little bit so you can feel a massage on your lower back. And again, right to center. Let's lower the feet back to the floor. Extend the arms out to the side, palms down. Widen the feet. Take the feet about the width of the mat. Let the knees flop from one side all the way back to the other side. Back and forth, like windshield wipers on a car. And again, knees to center. Walk the feet a little bit closer in. You can return the arms to the side of the body. We'll take our left ankle. We'll cross it over the right knee. We'll take the right knee towards the chest, hugging it in. Feeling the stretch in that left hip. Hold and breathe. And we can release. We'll return both feet to the floor. We want to do the other side. So right ankle hooked over the left knee. You're going to bring left knee inwards towards the chest. Breathing into any tightness. And we can release on this side too. You're going to return both feet to the floor. We'll do the cobbler's pose. We'll let the bottom of the feet touch. We'll let the knees open downwards towards the floor. You can rest the hands on top of the knees if you like. And just taking a moment, letting the floor support you, letting gravity help with the stretch. And releasing the stretch, knees come towards each other, feet on the floor. We'll stretch out our left leg nice and long on the floor, right knee inwards towards the chest. Let's point and flex our foot a couple times to work that ankle. Relax the foot. One hand on top of the knee. Guide the knee in a circle so you can get that hip rotation. You want to reverse the direction. And right back to center. Take one hand on the knee, take it across the body, feeling stretch on the outer part of the hip. Other arm can reach out to the side. Your shoulder blade should be on the floor. And easing back to center. One more time, the feeling of kind of bringing that knee towards the chest. And you'll release that side. You're going to stretch that leg out long on the floor. You're going to bring other knee towards the chest. Hugging it in. Pointing and flexing this foot. Back and forth. Feeling that ankle joint. Relax the foot. One hand on top of the knee. Guide the knee in a circle. Getting that hip rotation. Back to center. Reverse the direction of that circle. Again, back to center. One hand on top of the knee. Take the knee across the body. Other arm stretches to the side. Hold and breathe. Returning back to center, hugging that knee in one more time. And then we'll return the foot to the floor. Bring the other foot to the floor. And then let's finish off with the hamstring stretch. So you'll bring one leg closer in. You'll extend the bottom of the foot towards the ceiling, using your hand on any part of the leg, drawing it towards you, breathing into the stretch. And we'll go ahead and release this side. Just bending the knee, returning foot to the floor. Next, the other side. So I'll bring the leg in, I'll extend it out, drawing the leg towards you. And really feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Breathe into it. And we'll release this side too. So again, you can bend the knee, returning that foot to the floor. And now we're ready for relaxation pose. So you can stretch the legs out long on the floor. You can have the arms by the side, palms facing upwards. Relax, whole body. Just kind of shake it out. Ah, let the floor support you. Let your feet kind of flop out to the side. Relaxing the buttock muscles. Becoming heavy. Nice, full, deep breaths in and out. And now we'll do a cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Letting everything go. And again. And returning to natural, effortless breath. And wiggle the fingers and the toes a little bit. And then from there, go ahead and bend the knees, returning the feet to the floor. Rolling over on your side. And pushing back up to sitting. You're going to try to come to a nice cross-legged position. Sitting nice and tall. And let the hands rest on the knees. And just taking a moment again, closing the eyes, going inwards. And now bringing the hands to the heart center in the prayer position. And finishing with namaste. Namaste. All right. So, another good yoga class under our belts. You feel much better. I know I do. And just try to take this feeling into the rest of the day and